Hello and welcome to another video with me, Elmo J. Karjalainen. It's good to have you along. Today I'm taking a look at the Vox AC-15 C1. It costs 599 euros here in Europe. Don't know what it goes for in the States, you can let me know in the comments. And I'm pretty excited by this because I've been a huge Brian May fan basically all my life. So I kind of have a soft spot for Vox AC, the AC line of amps. This has two inputs, normal and top boost. It has separate controls for top boost and the normal mode or channel. The normal channel has a volume control. The top boost channel has a volume and a treble and bass control. It has vibrato, it has reverb, and it has a master volume, and it has a tone cut in the master section as well. So pretty straightforward. You can hook it up to an external cab, but I won't be trying that today because most people will be using it as a combo. Based on my experience with the AC-10, I know that this would sound great from the cab, but I'm interested in what it sounds like as a combo. It has one Celestion Greenback speaker in it, so that's nice. However, there's something that I personally find extremely annoying. It's a 600 euro amp and it doesn't have an effects loop. What? 600 euros and no effects loop. I mean, I use effects loops all the time because I like to stick my delays in there and reverbs, because if the amp is breaking up a bit, it gets a bit mushy with those kinds of effects if you stick them before the amp. I've had to stick a delay now before the amp, so we'll see how it sounds with that. If you do want an effects loop and this type of amp, you need to go for the AC-30. Both versions of that have an effects loop. But that's a bit of a bummer, really. Now I've had people say on other videos that you just open the back side and you stick an effects loop in there. Yeah, because I have the tech know-how to do that, as do most people in the world. And if I buy a 600 euro valve amp or tube amp, which this is, I kind of expect it to have an effects loop. Yes, I know there are others, like the 100 watt Marshall Plexi doesn't have an effects loop. I just don't get it. Anyway, let me get my guitar and let's start playing. Okay, so what else do I have going here? I have a custom mahogany Strat with Seymour Duncan YJM Fury pickups. Those are stacked humbuckers, so they're kind of in between single coils and humbuckers. I have a couple of overdrive pedals that I'll be using as well. The Strymon Riverside and the Nobels ODR1. Let's start with the normal channel, volume halfway, master halfway, tone cut halfway. A bit of hiss going on. Okay, so there's a bit of reverb. I forgot that. Now it's off. Let's turn down the volume, on the channel volume a bit. I turn it down quite a lot to 9 o'clock. Weirdly, there's quite a bit of hiss, even though the volume went down quite a lot. I don't know if how much you'll be able to tell with compression and everything, but still. Let's turn that back halfway. Definitely much fuller sounding on the edge of breakup. There's a weird resonance from somewhere. Oh, that's bad. I need a third hand to actually see where it's coming from. I don't know where. That's weird. That's not nice. It's even there on the bridge pickup. That's not good. Let's try the vibrato. Yeah, I'm personally not into vibrato, but it's a nice feature to have. Let's see what the reverb does. So just open it a bit. And you get quite a lot. I barely opened it. Let's open it to 9 o'clock. Halfway. Three o'clock. Okay, so that was maximum amount of reverb. Let's see what the tone cut does. This was all the way down. Let's turn it all the way up. That killed the hiss, by the way. That resonance is really bugging me. Let's turn tone cut halfway again. Add volume because more is more. Let's turn it all the way up. Okay, let's switch channels. So we're on top boost now, master halfway, volume halfway, EQ halfway. Add volume. There is quite a bit of noise. Both volumes all the way up. Turn down bass. All the way up. This is with no overdrive pedal. Bass back halfway. Treble all the way down. All the way up. Tone cut all the way up. Let's see. Okay, tone cut halfway, EQ halfway. Some overdrive. Okay, so what do I think? I mean, it sounds brilliant. The Greenback speaker is very nice. It'll get a bit mellower, a bit softer once you play it a bit. It's a bit harsh, but that will mellow out in time. I mean, it's all good, apart from the lack of an effects loop. You do have to play it quite loud to get a good sound, but it's a 15 watt all valve or tube amp, so that's not really a surprise. I like the power amp breakup that you get at loud volumes. You can add to that with pedals. It takes pedals really nicely. But would I get this if I was looking for something like this? Probably not. I would save up to get one of the AC-30s so that I would have the effects loop, because that does a lot. It's fairly noisy, and that's a bit of a bummer as well. You might be able to fix that if it had an effects loop by sticking a noise gate in the loop. I'm not entirely sure about that, but that should work. If you're running it on full, it is very noisy, but then again, you might not be running it on full. But personally for me, like I said, I'd get one of the AC-30s. There are a couple of different versions of those. Or I'd get the AC-10, which I actually already have over there, because then I could use that with a cab. It has the speaker isn't nearly as nice as in this one, but for recording purposes I could use an external cab. Potentially this could be absolutely brilliant if they just added an effects loop. I know I've been harping on about that now the whole video, but it's such a shame really, because it sounds great. Yeah, so those are really the kind of voxy tones I was expecting, and the brilliant thing is that you get a great speaker in it so that it kind of lives up to its potential in that way. So if you're on a budget, can't afford the AC-30, don't care about the effects loop, then this is fine. It is quite heavy, it is quite noisy, it is loud, it's a bit of a beast. But with that one niggling thing for me. Yes, so if you want to watch more of my amp reviews, there's a playlist here. There's also a playlist with my music. Check that out. Click like if you like the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell notification thing. Notification thing. Comment, let me know what you thought. And join me on Patreon. You get access to my Guitar Academy. You get all of my music. You can even take that stuff for free if you want to. You don't have to pay. There's a link to that in the description. So, I hope to see you in another one. I hope you have a nice day. Take care. Bye!